BRCA1 and BRCA2 are genes that have been found to impact a person's chance of developing certain cancers, including breast, ovarian, and prostate cancer. And of course, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And joining us now to discuss BRCA and the benefits of genetic health tests is 23andMe scientist Ruth Tinnen and customer Gina Burris. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
So Ruth, let's start with you. How do the BRCA1 and the BRCA2 genes impact a person's chance of developing certain cancers?
Yeah, so BRCA1 and BRCA2 are what's known as tumor suppressor genes. Everybody has these two genes, but some people inherit a mutation or a variant in one of the genes that prevents it from functioning properly. And as a result, people who have a BRCA variant, both women and men, have an increased risk of developing certain cancers. So just as an example, the average woman in the US has about a 13% chance of developing breast cancer during her lifetime. And for a woman with a BRCA variant, that number is about 45 to 85% by the time she turns 70. And just to note that anyone can have a BRCA variant, about 1 in 400 people does, but these variants are more common in certain populations. For example, of people of Ashkenazi Jewish descent, about 1 in 40 has a BRCA variant.
Wow, this is so interesting. All right, Gina, can you discuss your health journey and what led you to pursue direct-to-consumer genetic testing?
Absolutely. My BRCA journey started the minute that I opened up my assessment report and saw the words BRCA variant detected. I do not have a family history of breast or ovarian cancer, but I was familiar with what BRCA meant. When I chose to do a 23andMe assessment, I just did it. I thought it was going to be fun. I wanted to see my ancestry, where I came from. On a whim, I decided to add the health assessment. And when I got the results, I knew that my father was Jewish, so I was not surprised to see I was 50% Ashkenazi Jew. What I was surprised about was the fact that this variant is common amongst this ancestry group, and I, in fact, carry the BRCA mutation.
Wow, it's so amazing that you're able to find that out. So how has your life changed since you got this health risk report?
There is a definitive line in my life. It's Gina before BRCA and Gina after BRCA. Having the knowledge of carrying this gene provided me the opportunity to play an offensive role in my healthcare versus a defensive role. After confirming my BRCA1 status, I worked with a team of physicians, and together we decided that prevention was the best path for me. So since December of last year, I have had my ovaries removed and have also had a prophylactic double mastectomy straight to reconstruction. And like Ruth said, it is a genetic mutation. So my son has also tested positive for BRCA, and together we believe that knowledge is power, and we are glad that we have this information to take an active role in our healthcare versus a reactive role.
Right, I like what you said, taking that offensive approach instead of, reacting after the fact. So, Ruth, how can direct-to-consumer genetic testing impact and benefit someone's health?
Yeah, so we just heard from Gina how big an impact this information, learning you have a BRCA variant, can have both on your own health and possibly the health of your family members. But we know that at least 80% of people with a BRCA variant don't know they have one, oftentimes because they don't have a family history that would qualify them for clinical genetic testing. So a test like 23andMe can really help identify some of those people who might fall through the cracks of traditional genetic testing. The report that we offer, it's called BRCA1, BRCA2 selected variants, and it tests for 3 variants in the BRCA genes that are most common in people with Ashkenazi Jewish ancestry. A few quick notes. First, if you do get a positive result, it's important to follow up with confirmatory testing like Gina did. Second, we only test for 3 out of more than 1,000 variants in these genes, and so it's important to continue with cancer screenings if you don't have these variants, just to talk to your doctor about those cancer screenings. And third, if you do have a family or personal history, make sure you talk to your doctor about whether comprehensive testing might be appropriate for you.
Right. This is so interesting. I've been wanting to do some sort of ancestry, but I didn't know you could add on the health side of it too. So yeah, this could help so many people. Where can we go for more information?
Yeah, so for more info about our BRCA report, you can go to 23andme.com/BRCA. And for info about other reports that 23andMe offers, you can go to our website, 23andme.com.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being here. And Gina, thank you for telling us about your story.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. And if you'd like to see this segment again, head on over to firstcoastliving.net.